bonjour, or as they say in other countries, hello. We have arrived to another destination. I've been dreaming about coming to this country for quite a while, and this place is Mauritius. At the moment, we're at the airport. We're collecting our car. Yara is right there, signing some papers. And this is our car. We're here for 2 weeks. And of course, I'm gonna start this vlog by showing you our hotel. We split our vacation into two parts. For the first half of the vacation, we're staying in the south side of the island, and then we're moving to the north of the island. We're gonna be celebrating Christmas and New Year here, so I'm sure it's gonna be a very, very exciting vlog. Stay tuned and like this video, leave your comments and follow me if you can. This would help me bump my channel. So we're staying at the hotel called Rio Palace at Le Morne, and this is our room. It's a 4-star hotel, and we went for the all-inclusive option. I'm gonna start with the bedroom actually. This is how beautifully they presented the towels. I love it. It's quite a cozy room, I would say. They brought us some champagne and strawberries and chocolate. And the best part of the room is its balcony with a beautiful ocean view. It's gorgeous. And we've also booked some activities. You have to book them separately, and some restaurants. As I said, we went for the all-inclusive option. So today we're gonna have our first dinner here. I'm gonna show you everything, of course. And for now, I just want to shower, change, and relax for a bit before we go and continue and start the Hunger Games. See you soon. Yara is having a work call, so I decided, it's so windy here. I decided to go for a very, very quick walk before the sunset starts. And oh my God, it's so beautiful. There are almost no people, and I'm just walking along the beach, enjoying the view, enjoying the smell of the sea. It's gorgeous. This is the best moment when your feet touch the sand and you're like, oh, this is what humans were made for, you know? Before all the societal norms came into place, before the money was created, we were made for this, to absorb ourselves into nature, to enjoy the sound of the birds, to enjoy the sea, the sunshine. I love this feeling. Good morning. Yesterday we were singing karaoke until 2 a.m. Well, we were not singing, we were observing other people singing.
And then sing our own karaoke.
Yeah, and then we sang our own karaoke in the room because we were trying to find out what song we can perform best as a duo. And so we went to bed quite late, and today in the morning we woke up around 9:30 and our breakfast finishes at 10, so we had to rush there, and it was amazing. Excellent choice of food, great variety. And now we're having our lunch. We went to the beach as well, but it was raining a little bit, and then after the lunch we want to drive around the island a bit and ideally find a shop because we need to buy a few things. So let's see where we get. And by the way, just to let you know, there is zero alcohol tolerance policy. So don't drink when you're driving. Just a kind reminder. We have just booked a tour, a fishing tour for the whole day, so I'll show you it later. And at the moment we've arrived to the Black Gorges National Park. It's really beautiful here, and also there are no people at all, and it's very quiet. There was a huge sign saying, please get out of here before 6 p.m. And now it's almost 5, so we have about an hour to wander around. We've just had breakfast. This is our second full day in Mauritius. And to make the time a bit more exciting, we decided to do one of my favorite activities ever, going horse riding. And here we are. Here we are with the horses already, but they're falling asleep, my babies. They're so cute, and there's so many of them. Some of them used to be racing horses as well. Hello, and we'll be riding them on the beach. So it's 9 a.m. here. It's suggested to go horse riding earlier in the day while the beach is not full of people. We spent most of the day sitting at the beach, sleeping at the beach, reading books, and also eating, of course. And then it was so funny because Yarrow fell asleep and I was reading. Then I wanted to look at him. I'm looking at him, and then I see a dog. And the dog was just a random stray dog that came and decided to sleep on the Yarrow's sun lounge. And now it's chilling right there. Let me show you. Of course, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't feed her. We also came up with a name for her. Now her name is, what's her name, Yara? The dog's name? Not Sheila, but Shelly. Shelly, like a seashell. And now we're looking at the beautiful sunset. It's 6:40 at the moment, and after this we'll probably have dinner and do some activities at the hotel. Look how beautiful it is here. Hello, hello. Today we see the visible results of our poor choices and decisions. I'm talking about the face color. It's quite red. We used SPF 15 instead of SPF 50. Well, this was not a good decision, that's all I can say. And at the moment we're at the shop. And look at this gorgeous champagne bottles. I think it is champagne. We're at a local supermarket, and I think one of the best ways to learn more about a particular country and culture is to go to their supermarkets. At the moment we're in the alcohol shop. Look, everything is ready for Christmas here. And we are as well, not just for Christmas because it was yesterday, but for the new year. And this is a supermarket called La Galette. I would say that the choice and variety here is quite similar to what we have in the UK. There are some interesting things like stuff with vanilla, for example, because they grow it here. There are different teas as well, which say Mauritius is famous for tea. It's not just China, which I find quite funny. And let me show you some other interesting things. And this is what I was talking about. A lot of stuff with vanilla, so whole vanilla pods. There are plenty of those here. Vanilla infused sugar, vanilla honey, vanilla jam, paste, and all the other good stuff. So it's said that dodo bird, which is fully extinct now, used to live in Mauritius. So they use dodo bird on a lot of different things. Like here, I think those are the bottles of rum. Looks quite nice, I think. Of course, they have some straw hats. Oh, this is how the bottle looks. It's pretty. 2,100. So 50 Mauritian rupees equals £1. You can calculate the price. And the fruits, of course, the variety is great, although I'm not obsessed with the color of these bananas. Beautiful avocados, they're huge. A lot of fresh food. It's quite nice, I think. And it's a very, very large supermarket. Oh, so sweet. Animal farm. Cute. And within 20-minute drive from Le Morne, there is a cute little village called Chamarel. There's a beautiful story that surrounds this place. And what it's famous for is basically, well, there are a few things. There's a coffee plantation, there's a rum distillery, and two other things which we're gonna visit now. The first one is seven-colored earth. I will tell you a bit more about it. And the second one is a 100-meter tall waterfall. So when it comes to seven-colored earth, there is a story behind it. So in 1791, Charles de Chazal de Chamarel inherited 131 acres of land, and he was exploring the land and then discovered that there are two interesting things. The first one is a waterfall that I talked about, and the second one is a natural stretch of land made up of seven different colors. And what this is, it's basically natural formation of sand dunes, and it's caused by volcanic ash. And the colors, they never mix up because they're made of different compounds, of iron and aluminum compounds. So they all oxidize in a different way. We have just arrived. The ticket costs, two tickets cost 1,500 Mauritian rupees, which is around 24 pounds. And we're driving through beautiful surroundings. And now we have arrived to the Ramerie de Chamarel. This is a rum distillery in the Chamarel village in Mauritius. It's one of the two most popular distilleries on the whole island. The first one is the Grace Distillery. And obviously Mauritius has been very famous for producing its rum. There is a lot of sugar cane growing here. Actually, they've been producing rum for more than 300 years. And at some point, more than 90% of the land was covered with sugar canes. So this is obviously a traditional drink. They have special recipes for Christmas, for example, with some cinnamon, and it tastes just a little bit different. They have some tropical flavors, a bit more of pineapple or vanilla, as well as more plain, classical, traditional rum. So we've opted in for a nice tour, and we're gonna try a few of those rums, and let's have fun. Let's get drunk. Sorry. So this is the drinks we tried. There are quite a few bottles, as you can see, and we were told about a very nice recipe, which lasts, so the drink that you can make out of the ingredients I'm gonna tell you about lasts for only 3 days. So you need to make this drink when your friends are coming. So basically what you do, you take a bottle of rum, then you pour so you leave half of the bottle as your rum, let's say white rum, and then quarter of the bottle needs to be sugar syrup, and sugar syrup is prepared by mixing brown sugar with water 1 to 1, and then the other quarter is, what was it, lime juice. And yeah, that's what you get, how you get the best drink ever. This is the result of that kind of recipe. Yeah, it's a perfect mix. It doesn't even feel like, no, it does feel like alcohol. It feels like a cocktail on its own. One comment, when you're mixing sugar with water, you need to boil them all together, and then you need to leave it on the side because it's too hot. And then once it gets colder, you mix it with alcohol and with lime juice. Please note and write it down. And one of the main reasons why we've arrived to Mauritius is a car park. No, joking. It's the wedding of our friends, Jonathan and Caitlin. We went to their wedding in the UK, so they've already signed the paper, but today is a big party in Mauritius. Super excited about this local celebration. And look what I'm wearing today. I'm really obsessed with this dress. It's gorgeous, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And show our little present.
Have a little Santa's gift for them.
2 elves are gonna bring them a gift.
Ding, 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 ding.
We're going back to the hotel after the wedding. The wedding was great. It was a proper beach wedding. I've never been to a beach wedding before, so it was an interesting experience. Lots of food. There were about 75 people, and this is considered to be quite a small wedding for Mauritius. Usually the weddings here are a couple of hundred people. But yeah, it was great. What are your thoughts?
It was great. I'm thinking, did I take my glasses with me again?
I hope so, because he lost his glasses earlier on this trip.
I'm super talented losing stuff. Okay, I've got them. I've got glasses here. Wait, my wallet.
This is very exciting to watch, I know.
Yeah, my wallet, because you're going to ask me for it later.
Okay. Good night. And tomorrow we have a very exciting trip.
Oh.
But I'll show you this tomorrow, I guess. So stay tuned.
Bye-bye.
And now we have arrived to the tea factory called Les Bois Chéris. Look, this is the factory. And this is the tea. The tea fields. Okay, let's go. We have half an hour left.
The factory's...
And right before coming here, we met with our friends. And well, we were supposed to go to a restaurant, but then we discovered that you need to buy the ticket to go to Adventure Park to go to that restaurant. So we ended up eating sandwiches and drinking coconut water. And then their car was broke down basically. But we made it to the tea factory. Yay. It's 4:30
and it's raining torrentially outside. There's thunderstorms and lightning, and we are going to go swim with whales.
No further comments. Look at the weather. Our previous tour got cancelled.
Our current tour didn't, which is...
Yeah, because the guys really need money, I think. Wish us luck, and I'll keep you guys updated on where we are, how we are.
If we survive.
No, of course we will. That's not even a question. Джо. Все, відпускайся. Мой буйок. Good morning from a new hotel, from a new city. And this is our little lunch. A couple of burgers. Today I said, I really want to eat healthy. And here we are. But it looks really nice, really tasty, mouth-watering, and lemongrass juice. It's 12 p.m. on the 1st of January 2026. We're driving to Oyster Farm. So yesterday we celebrated well. We were home before 4 a.m. or around 4 a.m. Thankfully our friends picked us up to the hotel. And then at 11:30 they called us asking if we would like to join them for a trip to Oyster Farm. And Oyster Farm is not even a tourist attraction here. It's if you know, you know. So you need to have a guide, a person you know who's gonna open the doors and show you around. So we decided, sure, why not? And yeah, now we're going there. I have no idea what to expect. We also still have our floating mattress on the back of a car. So yeah, my brain is still a bit foggy after yesterday, but we're on the way. How about 2 oysters on the empty stomach at the first of thoughts with champagne?
Luxury. I don't think champagne's included.
No, it's not. But even oysters on the empty stomach, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. We'll see.
Aww.
Good morning. Today we're doing a 5-island tour on a catamaran with barbecue and drinks provided. We love doing this kind of tours when we're on vacation because you get tent properly and you can visit some new islands that you cannot drive to or walk to. So we're quite excited about this. I only know about one of them, Île Surf, which is very popular, but we're gonna see 4 more. The weather looks perfect, so let's start.
We have a 5-island tour. We're going to see 5 islands. It's going to be great.
This is our second stop. We're at the Lighthouse Island, and this lighthouse was built in 1864. Then during the First World War it wasn't used, not to attract enemies, and then during the Second World War it was usually used by the army for their lookout. It's in quite poor condition, so it's advised not to go inside, but some people still do. And it's really beautiful. It's surrounded by ocean, obviously, and huge waves because the coral reef is just outside. So here the tide is much higher during the right time. And yeah, it's just gorgeous to walk around and see the history of this beautiful place. And Yara's walking somewhere there. Yara! And now finally we came to the most beautiful island in Mauritius called Ile Sœur.
This is where Robinson Crusoe washed up nearly 200 years ago.
Is it
And
true?
now this has become an amazing island of Mauritius. It may be true, I don't know.
Local Bahamas.
Yeah,
Exuma
it's
Island.
amazing.
This island is a real paradise on earth. Look at this water. The color is insane. It looks like Maldives. We had a perfect good night's sleep. We slept for almost 11 hours and we just had breakfast, and now we're going on a glass bottom boat tour. It's included in our hotel activities, so let's see. No idea what to expect from it, but we're sitting on a boat already, and it does have glass bottom. And now we have arrived to one of the largest supermarkets and shopping malls in Mauritius, I think. It's called La Crozette. And we're in a supermarket right now, and I wanted to show you some of the unusual items that we don't see in the UK, for example. So the first one is a yellow watermelon. This is quite interesting, I think. We decided, also this pear. I've never seen a pear being round shaped. Quite unusual. We're getting ourselves apricots from South Africa. And I think you are familiar with dragon fruits, but it's so nice to see so many of them just lying around. And actually the variety here is excellent. Then there is also Green Island dry cane liquor.
What, the dry cane liqueur? It's made from sugar cane, and it's a derivative of rum.
Then they also have colored prawn flavored crackers. Huge variety of things, anti-mosquito things, like citronella, for example. Some other random Chinese things: red flower oil, pea palu large, and po chai peels box. Wow.
As well as
Extra large. There is also plenty of clothes. Today is our last full day on this beautiful island of Mauritius, and our activity of the day is deep sea fishing. This trip got cancelled about a week ago, but now we're doing it. We left the hotel at around 5 a.m. 4:30. And now we're here. We went back to the place where we did whale watching tour. This tour is gonna take approximately 6 hours, and our hopes are to catch a blue marlin fish, but if not, hopefully we can catch something else like tuna, for example. Let's see.
Gelsene mi?
I have 1% battery left. The trip was a bit anticlimactic. We didn't see any fish. We didn't catch any fish, but we saw dolphins and flying
It's a crazy
fish.
amount of dolphins as well.
Yeah. It's the first time I was fishing and didn't catch anything, but it is what
we
it
spent,
is.
Wait, what time is it now?
Yeah, we
We
spent
spent
like
literally 6 hours on the boat. 6 hours on the boat. Just floating, driving around.
We decided not to be saddened by the fact that we didn't catch any fish, and we decided to continue this day with some food. Yara is working because he has work. And we are gonna start this beautiful lunch with some calamari and iced latte. And look at the view. We're having lunch at a golf course restaurant. It's gorgeous here. And for the mains, I have deer casserole, and Yara's having what is it? Meat, beef. De boeuf.
Flank steak.
Flank steak.
The salad.
Avec de salade. And our next stop is Casella Nature Park. It's a kind of safari park in Mauritius, so it's quite close to the place where we were fishing. So let's go and see. And it's extremely hot outside, although it's 2 p.m. Today we're going back to London. We have just checked out from the hotel. We also had an early morning swim after the breakfast, and now we're on the way to Port Louis, the capital of Mauritius. We haven't been there before, just passed by, and we're planning to go to the local market, and we're gonna meet our friend there as well, the friend whose wedding we attended less than a week ago. So it's gonna take us about 10 more minutes before we arrive, and I want to buy a few things at the market and also try their local drink. Let's see if we can find it. Our first stop is a beef market, and then there is a similar one where they buy fish. It reminds me of markets in Ukraine. They're pretty much the same. So there is one for beef, there is one for goat, for pork and beef, and this one is for poultry, and then there's another one for fish. Oh, this is Yara's worst nightmare. And then fish. And this is local Aluda drink with condensed milk, and rose something, I think. This Aluda drink is very, very popular here. Yeah. And then we continue the walk. There's another Aluda stand. Plenty of food. We've said goodbye to our friend, left the market, and now driving to the airport. It's going to take us about 40 minutes, and this is actually my recommendation. If you want to go to Port Louis, capital, and visit their market in particular, then I would recommend doing this on the way back when you're going to the airport. It kind of makes sense, and it's very, very hot there, so be prepared. What else I wanted to tell is that I had two goals for our trip to the market. Goal number one was to try their local drink, the milky one with rose syrup, and the second goal, which we did, box ticked, and the second one was to buy their local sugar called Muscovado. There are different types. I think there are 18 types in total, but usually it's dark, light, or there is a third type. I think dark is the tastiest one, so I would highly recommend buying this as a souvenir for your friends and family. But what happened is that we wanted to buy 2 packs of this Muscovado sugar, and each pack is 500 gram. So then we ask for the price, and the guy tells us 3,000 rupees for... Sorry, you have a comment.
I do, but you're missing the greatest part of the story.
Okay.
Like, we were looking for this thing, we're lost in this endless supermarket market of like fish and vegetables and all this kind of stuff. And this and we didn't know where to go. And this random guy comes up to us and said, "Hey guys," like, you know, trying to sell us something. So no, we'll pass it up. And in the end, we end up asking another shop owner where the sugar is. He overhears, picks it up, grabs us, like, let me take you. And he starts like taking us through this market, like just weaving through these different stalls and stuff. And sorry, that's a very active moped. And we get to this place and to this little store, and this little woman there is selling this sugar. And he gets these 2 sugar packets, which look like normal sugar packets you get at any you know, Tesco or whatever store. And then puts in a number into the calculator, and it's 3,000 rupees, which is the equivalent of 60 pounds.
For 2 packs of sugar, guys. And then Yaro's like, "No, we're not doing this. He's like, "Okay, what's your price?" And then Yaro says 1,000, which is 1/3 of that. And the guy's like, "No, definitely not." Then Yaro pulls his phone and starts ChatGPTing.
Took a picture of the actual sugar, put in his ChatGPT, and asked how much is this actually worth.
And it says, yeah, like a few hundred rupees. So then, well, we said 500, then he's like, no. Then there was a woman who said, yes, just do it. And then a friend of ours, he speaks Creole, so their local language, so he understood, and he said, well, even the woman says, sell them for 500. So we ended up buying it for 500, which is 1/6 of the price he initially offered. This is crazy. So guys, stay careful, be careful, and haggle a lot. We're already sitting on a plane. On a plane?
Yes, we are. On the plane.
On top.
In the plane. In the plane.
Okay,
you know we are.
We're here. You can find us here. This is the end of our vacation in Mauritius. We really enjoyed it because it was like a really proper time off work for 2 weeks. Can you imagine? It's probably one of the longest trips we've ever had. What is your feedback?
Mauritius is amazing. It's it's exactly what we needed to get away. It's warm. We did a really good thing of spreading our trip over 2 things. So we stayed in Le Monde for 1 week, which was very chill, all inclusive, a lot of nature, a lot of walking, exploring. And then one was in Grand Bay, which is a little bit more kind of, you know, activity full, should we say. But yeah, and there's so much flora and fauna here. I don't think we've seen so many animals on any of our trips so far.
I agree. And today we counted, we saw our friends for 7 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. As always, I'm gonna ask you a question. What was your favorite moment of the trip? That you would definitely recommend to your friends doing, experiencing, trying.
the whale watching or swimming with whales. Like it's just such an amazing experience when you're so close to something so big. And I think the fact that it took us a while to find them as well, it wasn't easy. We had to endure 2 hours. First of all, we had to wake up about 4 a.m. Then we endured about 2 hours worth of crazy rain, wind on the boat with no cover. And after that, we started diving, and we dove about 7 or 8 times. And we swam with the whales, and some of them were like a meter away. So these are incredible. What about you?
I completely agree. This was my favorite experience during this trip as well. I would highly, highly recommend everyone doing this. Even if you're scared, just do it. It's gonna be fine, because I was scared as well. And yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll come back at some point. It was really great experience, excellent food, people, and sunshine, lots of sunshine. So we'll see you guys during our next trip. We know where we're going, but you don't. So see you in a couple of months. Thank you for watching us. Follow us, comment the videos, and give us your likes.
Follow, like, subscribe.
Yes, please. Bye.